The city of Bethlehem, birthplace of Jesus Christ and home to more than 40,000 Palestinians, is now encircled by an 8-meter-high concrete wall. This apartheid wall, as many have come to call it, has turned Bethlehem into a walled ghetto, cutting through Palestinian land, destroying neighborhoods, and imprisoning its population. What is almost as shocking is how the majority of the world continues to sit quietly while such monumental offenses continue to take place. As events unfold in Palestine, the rest of the world watches and wonders, just who are these people forced to live behind this bleak and domineering structure? Among the many things that internationals do not realize about this place is that there still exists a small but thriving Christian community. In 1995, Mitri Raheb, pastor of Christmas Lutheran Church, had an ambitious plan for the revitalization of his native Bethlehem community. Mitri wanted to extend the reach of Christmas Lutheran Church beyond the walls of the church and its small congregation to benefit as much of Bethlehem's Christian and Muslim communities as possible. In this troubled city, just a stone's throw away from where the shepherds first heard the good news, Mitri's team has surprised everyone by succeeding in creating a vision of how Palestine could, should, and must look. The vision of DR is to make sure that the people of Palestine may have life and have it abundantly. Through programs that are contextual and holistic, the overall mission of DR is to help build a country stone by stone, to empower a community person by person, and to create institutions that give life in abundance.
It's amazing, actually. Many people cannot even believe it, that this organization is only 15 years old. And it's interesting, I still remember how we started. Basically as a one-man show, where I was the man and I was the show. How we started with 8 chairs from the 50s, 1 desk from the 60s, an old typewriter, and $327, 15 years ago. And to see where we are now, the third largest private employer in the Bethlehem region with over 100 people working, but also over 2,500 members. These are young people, these are young adults, these are elderly, who see themselves part and parcel of this ministry. They are members. And I believe that we are still at the beginning. We are warming up.
This ministry, collectively known as DR, meaning homes in Arabic, is ecumenical, serving the whole Palestinian community from womb to tomb. A major focus of DR is on culture, aiming to revitalize the cultural identity of the Palestinian community by encouraging artistic talent, facilitating intercultural encounters, and offering an infrastructure for conferences and festivals.
I find that DR is very unique, not only even on a local level, but actually I find it even on a universal level in its message, in its vision, in its work. The thing is, it promotes and it talks about a culture of life.
Strengthening the civil society in Palestine is at the heart of DR's mission. The Civic Engagement Program provides training for Palestinian youth, women, teachers, and future leaders. They are motivated to actively participate in creating their future and in becoming agents of change.
To give them a feel of the vision so that they can be part of. To open their eyes to see that the sky is the limit. To help them transform from being spectators into becoming actors. So this transformation actually is what this ministry is all about.
Local and international art exhibitions take place in El Kaf Gallery, and the work of local artists is sold through its gift shop. The Authentic Tourism Program not only introduces tourists to the sites and shrines of the Holy Land, but also focuses on peoples, cultures, and identities. The Health and Wellness Program provides hope and healing to a suffering community by focusing on preventive medicine, community health awareness, and psychological health issues. The Agial program serves the elderly population of Bethlehem and remote villages in the north of the West Bank by providing health and social services and by exploring the contributing potential of the elderly.
Today is Tuesday, Mama.
Children and youth are mentored and nurtured to develop their skills and talents in music, art, theater, and sports. DR for Women's Sports is a first-of-its-kind initiative in Palestine. It aims at empowering and creating leadership among Palestinian women and young girls, and providing them with the opportunities, space, and programs so that they may be able to reach their potential and excel in sports and in life. At Dar al-Kalima College, young men and women receive quality and unique higher education that meets the economic, social, and cultural needs of Palestine. There, students are preparing for a brighter future where they can put their education and talents to work.
Those people who are entrusted with the cultural life in Palestine and those who will be able to make an imprint on the cultural scene in Palestine, preparing the future generation for an identity that is entrenched in the land, hopeful, has a role to play in making their lives abundant and making it abundant for everybody around them.
In 2010, construction work was completed on the Higher Education and Research Building. This provided a much-needed infrastructure to research the history and document stories, thus shaping a modern and dynamic Palestinian identity and narrative.
Because in each one of them, there is a life and a community. The way they come in, the way they start thinking once we start working with them, the change that they make once they are getting out of here. The option is giving up on the young, it means death. And death is not an option. It's not an option. So life, life, life.
In the nearby town of Beit Sahur, Dar al-Balad revitalizes life in the heart of the Old City through its Palestinian cuisine and outdoor cafe.
There isn't actually a specific moment because actually, and I'm not exaggerating here, perhaps I see on a daily level. If you caught me a month ago, I would say, wow, our female soccer team just won the national championships, and that was on a national level. Or wow, one student just won the first prize of a very prestigious school in Abu Dhabi. He won the first documentary prize.
It's interesting to see we started this organization 15 years ago just as a Bethlehem organization. Now we have become actually a national organization. We have programs in many cities in the West Bank. Maybe in 15 years down the road we will become a regional player, having programs in many different regional countries around us.
This project is definitely not the last one. DR's programs are designed with strategic and long-term goals.